Okay, so our lesson today will take about 15 to 20 minutes. It's important that you stay active and engaged through that lesson so we can get through it successfully. Our first lesson, we looked at subtraction problems using the strips and squares and having those actually in front of us. The strips and squares, the strips represented the tens place value, and the squares represented the ones place value. We physically moved the pieces to visually walk us through how subtraction problems work. The second lesson, we solved the problem by drawing out a representation of those strips and squares. So for today's lesson, we're going to be solving the same type of subtraction problems, but without using either of the models we have learned to use to help us think through why we are doing what we're doing. Olivia is going to show you how to do them.
Okay, so we're going to start, and you can just watch me for this first one. So we're going to do 52 minus 37. Okay, so we're not going to be using our model. So we just have to start. We start with our ones place, like we do with our model. We can't take 2 away from 7. So we have to take a 10 away from our 5, because we know we have 5 10s. Equals 50, and we'll write a 4 there. So that was when we would take out or cross out one of the 10 strips. And we'll make this one a 12, because then we'll have 12 total. We'll add 10 to our ones. So 12 minus 7.
Where did I get all those numbers?
Perfect. And then we can go over to our 10s place. 4 minus 3 is 1. So that is how we do
15.
That would be how we solve it, just by talking through it without our model. But we can kind of talk through what we would do if we had the model in front of us. Okay, let's do one together now. Let's see. Okay, let's do 77 minus 40. Oh, 9. Okay, so let's talk through. You talk me through how I would do this one.
So 7 minus 9 we can't do.
Right.
So we're gonna make the 7 a 6.
Perfect.
And make the other 7 a 17.
So then
7 minus 9 is 8. So 17 minus 9 is 8.
Let's put that in for you.
6 minus 4 is 2.
Perfect.
So the answer is 28.
Good job. Sweet. Should we do another one? Or we'll just have them do our unguided? Yeah.
I think we should just do the unguided.
We'll do the unguided because I think you got a pretty good idea of how to do these. So we can use the board again. Oh, they're right there. And 3 different problems. So,
Well, yeah, this one first.
solve them how we did with no model.
Alright. 4 minus 7 we can't do. So we borrow 10 from the 7 and make it a 6. We make the 4 a 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. 6 minus 2 is 4. The answer is 47.
Move on to the next one.
Two minus 4 we can't do. So we borrow 10 from the 3 and make it a 2. We make the 2 a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. The answer is 8.
Okay. And last one, number 3.
We can't do 5 minus 4, so we borrow 10 from the 4 and make it a 3. We make the 5 a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2. The answer is 29.
Alright.
Great job.
Amanda did that.
Alright, so today we reviewed how tens and ones can be represented with our strips and squares. We reviewed that we can work through the problems using a drawing method. And then today we actually worked on talking through how a subtraction problem is solved without using any model and just doing the borrowing.
Do you think you have a pretty good understanding of how subtraction works?
Yeah.
Regrouping and borrowing and Alright.
We are all